Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing Hillieberg Soulo Red Label. Here we have it here. Now this is like the Rolexes of tents. It's the Rolls Royce. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, I've borrowed this from a friend, been very kind of him to review. He's had this up many times and he said it's great. It's the best thing he's ever bought in his life. We're going to go through some of the features before we put it up, and I'm going to just go through what you get in the bag when you buy it. Now, what comes with this tent is what I call an idiot's guide. Personally, I think this should come in every single tent ever made because it's great. It's literally stating how you do every single thing from putting it up to taking it down, repairing tent poles, repairing any holes within the tent, and it's just brilliant. There's been a lot of times when I've put a tent up over the years and I've had to stand back and think, right, how the hell does this go up? So having an idiot's guide, it's got about 20 pages. 15 to be precise, and it's great. It even shows you how you lube up the zips. Anyway, so that's that. So that's what it comes with there. That's what it looks like. Now we're going to go through some of the features of the tent. So as I said, it is the Red Label. The fly sheet material is Curlon 1200. It's fabric strength of 12 kilograms. That's what that means. It's 5000 mm hydrostatic head. The ground sheet is 100 denier, 10,000 hydrostatic head. 9mm DAC aluminium poles, pitches outer and inner at the same time. So that means you can just roll the tent out, put your pegs in, Bob's your uncle. Pack weight of 2.4 kilograms. It's not too bad. I think it's up there with other tents that's round about the same one man. Dimensions of the tent are 220 centimetres by 160, 95 centimetres. The tent comes in green colours, red or sand colours. Personally, I would go for green, while camping, camouflage into the surroundings. V-shaped pegs come with the Red Label. If you were going to get the Black Label, you get the Y pegs. 3mm Vectran and polyester guidelines. It's basically saying you've got kind of good guidelines, basically. And it's YKK zippers. We're going to get the tent up now. So we're going to go around the tent of specifically how you put it up. I have had a read of the idiot's guide, so I'm now idiot proof. Let's get it up and continue on. There's your poles. Here's the tent. Within the bag, you have your pegs, and it does come with a spare pole in case there's any failures within the poles that might snap or anything like that. So you do have a spare one that would repair that in an emergency. Let's get the tent out. So obviously this is being put up, taken down, all rolled in as one. Now this is just going off if you were out in the wild somewhere. Just imagine you've got bad weather. You would peg the sides down first. Get a get stretched out. This point, this is where you put the poles in. On the tent itself, you've got matching colours. So you've got blue, blue, grey, grey, red and red. So you know exactly where one end of the pole is going to go on the other side. So you're going to stretch it over, so it's over the tent. Insert it into the same colour. Put this up. That's then going to go into the other side, which is blue. And the last one you want to put in is the red one. This is going to loop over onto the other side. See there's the red. That's the frame up now. You clip it all together. We're going to go around the tent clipping. What you'll find is one clip faces one way, the other one faces another. Now the best way to go around this is to go around each pole and do 2 at a time. Work your way up. And when you do it this way, you know that everything's going to be in the right place and you're not overstretching any materials. Working your way around to each one. We'll start on this side now. Sometimes it can be a bit faffy, but take your time. Don't be soft. Push the poles down, put the pegs on. Push this down, put them on. It's a sturdy tent, you'll be alright. Make your way around, double check everything, you make sure you've got them all on. Push down, tip on. That's it. That's the tent up. We've got one more thing to put on. That flops over. Got a hoop there which hoops into this little circular eyelet. With the cover, depending how tight you want it, you have got an option here, pull cord. You can put it down to where you think is best for you. When you're doing the guy ropes, find a good place where you want to put the peg. These are your adjusters. All you do is you pull this down, find where you want it. This clips into the teeth. You can always pull it back out, find where you want it, pull it in, that's clipped in. For the other one, it's the same principle. Put it where you think it's tight enough, in the teeth. There we go, it's tight. Go around all the tent, continue doing that. Here we are, it's up now. That's what it looks like. As you can see, it's a magnificent piece of kit. Let's have a look inside. Right, so even before we get in the tent here, I just want to show you this little feature that you might not normally see on other tents. Now the zip here at the bottom has this little rubber slot that goes through the zip. As you can see there, so the zip has been stopped at the bottom. So as you can see there, so if it was really bad weather, that zip has got no chance of moving up by itself. I'm going to undo this. There we go, the zip. This bit that's on the side of the zip that protects it from the rain and everything, material is superb. Got the logo there before you go in. This just folds up to the side. There's the clips there. You've got quite a size vestibule area, which does extend all the way to the back. So you may as well use as much as you can. Done some research and you can get an extension which does cover this, so it's also just another ground sheet so you can't get wet. Going in the tent now, as you can see here, you do have an optional air vent. This zip would come undone, which would create a hole in here. Now obviously you've got this bit, the outer, for protection, with still airflow coming through there. We have opened the zips here, and they do get pulled up by this lock there, and there's one on this side. Inside, you see you've got these black loopholes here. Now what you can do is you can put a guy rope or some kind of rope, and that would create almost like a washing line. You'd be able to hang things up on the roof of your tent. I'm now laid inside. My head's right at the back. I'm nearly 6 foot, and I would say there's at least another foot there at the bottom. So if you're 7 foot or below, you're probably still going to be alright in this. It's quite a snug tent, but these are very high up, the sides are high up, so you've got plenty of room without anything touching you. This is me sat up now. I'm fully sat up. My head, I've probably still got a couple of inches there, so it's nice and comfortable. If I was wanting to sit up during the night or anything like that, or just cook my tea, I can. As I said, plenty of room here, just to chill, cook, sort things out. Plenty of space. Away in there a little bit more. Overall, I would say it's an excellent tent, but you are going to pay for what you get. Now the materials, you'll notice straight away, are loads better than the average tent that you would pay maybe for a few £100. And Hilleberg has a fantastic returns policy. If there's anything wrong with your tent, they're going to fix it. I know that someone wants the tent near the zip here. That wasn't made properly. All the lines inside weren't straight. The lines were all over. It was a fault within the tent. Hilleberg was made aware and they replaced it. The tent was at fault. It wasn't made properly and they replaced it straight away. As you can see here, the fly sheet is right down to the floor, which would make this a 4-season tent. Really good. You've seen the poles, sturdy as. The person who owns this tent, he has been out in some horrendous weather in it, and he said that it's held up fantastic, the tent, and putting it up in bad weather was excellent. It was just at ease, take your time. When you put the poles in, you can just put your kit in the tent anywhere, so that stays dry, and then you can sort out the poles or the pegs, which you've already seen. This is where the tent is held up within the fly sheet. You do have the option to take that down if you ever wanted to clean the tent, or if you're wanting to share the load with someone, you can do that if you can't carry it yourself. Warning label there, extra clips. It's got everything you need for a little one-man tent. So this is the airflow within the top of the tent. You've got the vent here which is tucked away. They've even got a little strap there to strap that on. So that's what it looks like. But within the tent, that is the only airflow you've got going within the tent. So really, if it's not raining, I would recommend that you open this, even if you keep the mesh on. It's not raining. Get some fresh air within the tent, and you're not going to get any condensation. So this is my friend's tent. This is Harvey's tent. I've never camped out in this, and I've never experienced what it's like out in the fields. So Harvey's going to describe in a few words what he thinks of it, and this will just give you a true opinion of the tent.
Hello everyone, I'm Harvey. I own the tent. So, overall opinion of the tent. I love it. It's one of the best things I've ever bought. If you're into your camping and into your hiking, this is like, as Dale said, the Rolex, the Rolls Royce, your final destination. Do you need it? No. Do you want it? Yes. So, in my opinion, obviously it's going to stand up in any weather you throw at it. I've been out in torrential rain, torrential wind, not snow yet, but I will be out in snow at some point. It's fantastic. Not a bit of rain, not a bit of, wind, anything will get through it. One problem I have had with it is condensation. Because the fly sheet goes all the way at the ground, the airflow in it is a little bit limited, so every time I've woke up there has been condensation on the outer sheet. So obviously when you roll it away, if you're doing say a multi-day hike and you pack it away, the tent can get a little bit wet. Obviously you just need to air it out, but that's the main problem I've had with it. Now, something like a Bobcat, OEX, I know Dale reviews a lot of OEX tents, they'll stand up to the majority of weather that the UK has to throw at it. So, like I said, you don't necessarily need this tough of a tent. It's more so that you just know that whatever weather you're going to get, you're going to be absolutely fine. Now, for a single person tent, it's, massive for me at least. Like, you've got plenty of room, I can cook in it, I can do whatever I want in it. I just love it really. I don't think I've got much else to say about it. Just, if you love your hiking and your camping, get one.
Thank you there, Harvey, for your little speech. Fantastic. So that's Harvey's true opinion about the tent. Now, if it was me, I would have to really think about purchasing a tent like this. It's quite an expensive thing to own, but like Harvey said, if you are going to be camping frequently, and if you wanting the best of the best, this is the one to get. I don't think I would ever own one of these. I'm very happy with my OEX tents. Personally, I find them, just brilliant. OEX tents are class. If someone were to give me this tent, or any kind of Hilleberg, spot on. I would definitely receive that, and I would use and abuse it. Personally, probably would never get one. As you can see here, it's a marvellous tent. It's absolutely fantastic. And if you do get one, comment on this video and tell me what you think. Or if you already have a tent like this, if you have this one or any other type of Hillebergs, comment of your opinion, your true opinion. See what you think of it. So that's my little view on the Hillieberg Soulo Red Label. I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I have made in it. It's the first time I've ever been in one of these tents, the first time I've ever got to put one up, so I've really enjoyed doing this. It's just a one-off experience. So thanks Harvey for letting me review this, and if you've liked the video, can you please like it? And if you want to watch some more videos, click this button here, subscribe, and watch some more in the corners.